Greetings and salutations, how's everybody doing? So, it's been a while since we've done a proper drive-in review. So, it's time to talk about, Dune. And keep in mind, I've already discussed all the other Dune film, the Dune film from original film, and as well as the miniseries. I'm gonna honestly say the Dune miniseries aren't bad, but at the same time, they are very long, and at the same time, you know, sometimes the acting can be cheesy, but that's one good thing about it. We're talking about the film from last year, which is Dune 2021. Originally, when this film came out, it was not known as Dune Part 1, just Dune. Mostly because, I guess they didn't really think, okay, we're gonna say this is the Part 1 in the marketing. But on home release now, it's known as Dune Part 1. You know, because there's more story to it. And I'm guessing, like, say, majority of the movie-going audience who don't know anything about Dune or anything like that, they're probably thinking, oh, that's the end of the story? No, there's more to it. And plus, there's also the sequel books as well. So, which I'm going to take again and say Denis Villeneuve is going to be work on as well. Yeah, like, so let's go ahead and talk about, like, say, the production, like, you know, like, say, all the details about the production. You know, like, say, who did what and all that stuff, and as well as actors. So, the film was directed by Denis Villeneuve. Screenplay was also done by him, as well as Eric Roth. It was based on Frank Herbert's Dune. Oh, and also the music was done by Hans Zimmer. He passed on from doing a Christopher Nolan film to score this film. And who is in the cast? Timothée Chalamet as Paul Atreides, Rebecca Ferguson as Lady Jessica, Oscar Isaac as Duke Leto Atreides, Josh Brolin as Gurney, Stellan Skarsgård as Baron Weimar Harkonnen, Dave Bautista as Beast Robin Harkonnen, Sharon Duncan Brewster as Leet Kynes, and Stephen McKinley Henderson as Hoff Height, the Minute of House of Atreides, Shang Shin as Dr. Willington Yu. He is the doctor of the House of Atreides, and also he's also the one that betrays them. Spoilers. I mean, you've had, like, say, a long time to read the book, and yeah, this film came out like last year, so I feel like the cutoff is, you know, it's been a while. Oh, and as well as Charlotte Rampling as Reverend Mother name, Jason Momoa as Duncan Idaho, Javier Bardem as Stilgar, leader of the Freemen, and Zendaya as Shai. She is the girl who appears in Paul's dreams as well, and you know, who eventually becomes his lover. So, what was the plot of Dune 2021? The plot of the film was Paul Atreides, the House of Atreides. He's basically thrust into a war for the deadly and inhospitable planet, the planet Arrakis, by the opposing family, the family, the Harkonnens. So, what did I actually think of Dune 2021 or Dune Part 1? Well, and honestly, I gotta say the film is the most faithful Dune film, as well. I gotta say the one issue, although one of the things that makes this film different is the fact it's wanting to do more of a desert film, like, aesthetic, but then, or like you say, an Eastern, like a, sort of like a, the idea is, like, say, the themes, not themes, but more aesthetic. It's trying to do more of, like, say, like, like a Middle Eastern kind of vibe to it. But then again, that was always kind of the vibes of the Dune, like, miniseries, as well as all that. For some, like, for once we get, like, say, like, for, like, the weirding, or, like, you know, the shields and all that.
Come on. Come on. Oh, man.
They look cool, and honestly, but at the same time, it still looks like, I mean, in honesty, it still looks like, say, it still looks kind of, like, silly, but, you know, this is from, you know, like, a franchise, a science fiction franchise that was, like, you know, quite influential in a way. I gotta say, all the actors, they did a phenomenal job. There's a reason why this film got so many Oscars. I mean, it received 10 nominations. It got, like, say, one for Best Sound, Best Original Score, Filming, Film Editing, Best Production Design, Visual Effects, and Best Cinematography. And also, so, yeah, it got a lot of awards at the Oscars. And, but then again, this was the same year as, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's, so, unfortunately, I'm gonna be honest, like, say, after having seen so many versions of Dune, like, you know, having seen the David Fincher version, and as well as having seen the miniseries, and all that, although, like, say, Dune is a franchise that has been, like, you know, has been done, like, you know, only done, like, say, for film once, and this is the second time, I gotta say that, although I think they did a damn good job, acting-wise, cinematography, all the technical ways, I'm gonna be honest and say that I'm just getting tired of Dune, and honestly, mostly it's because I like seen all of the miniseries and all that, and think the one thing. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you too. Although I think visually the worms are a visual spectacle, and honestly, like, say, but at the same time, I wish there was more moments of them. Like, say, from a visual standpoint, they look phenomenal. And I gotta say, everyone does a great job. And honestly, one of the things that makes me think, like, say, okay, is that the say the betrayal on the House of Atreides, that whole sequence. I mean, it's kind of like, it takes you away, and if they say, wow, like, say, it looks great, it's just visually a spectacle, as well as the copters. I'm and they say, like, visually, they are they look kind of like, say, like, almost like mixed between helicopters and also a dragonfly. So they look really great visually. The film is great, and like I said, the acting is great too. So the film ends at, like, say, after Paul has defended his mother's honor, when the Freemans are just basically just saying, like, say, hey, you want to fight us, dang it, and all that. So, yeah, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of glad that like especially in the fact like say Jason Momoa who is in this film. I like the fact that he is in this film too, and the fact that he is like think Jason Momoa, Aquaman, and all that. Whereas in this film, although he is in the film, you don't really see, in my opinion, you don't really see Jason Momoa. You see the character, in honesty. Same thing with all of them. Like sometimes you think, oh, Oscar Isaacs, oh, Timothy Chalamet, that very pretty guy. Nah, you just see the characters, in my opinion. So, yeah. I think the film is visually great. It just makes me wonder who exactly are they going to be getting to play the older versions of the characters. And like say when it goes to Dune Messiah and Children of Dune and all that, are they going to like say age up, like say Timothy Chalamet, or are they going to get like say okay, we got Timothy Chalamet as the younger version of Paul Atreides. Now we are going to get another actor who is going to carry on the franchise. So overall, I would say the film is great. The acting is great. The visual effects are great. I gotta say the only thing is that I have like as a viewer is I'm just kind of like tired of Dune, and honestly, just mostly just because I just watched all of the you know miniseries and all that stuff. But I'm gonna say it'll be awesome to see how what they do with the second film, part 2 of the film. And all else, it'll be cool to see what they do with the next films too. But then again, I mean, it'll be weird when they have to do Children of Dune and then the goat and have the ghost of Vladimir Harkonnen as a ghost, woo, and all that stuff and all that, because that's gonna be really freaking weird. And Paul Atreides' sister would like say, "I am the Reed," and all that stuff. And yeah, it's gonna be weird, but yeah. What do you guys think of Dune 2021? Put your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll most definitely see you next time. See you later.